Alright, so we're back from where we left up yesterday. So we'll go straight back into the action. I just stopped yesterday because I was tired. Like I said, this playthrough is tedium. Oop, there's audio loop back. I'm gonna mute the audio. Yeah, alright, so this playthrough, yeah, it's tedium, at least in the beginning, because we're definitely gonna get really OP and OP enough to go beyond the tedium. But right now, yeah, no, it's a bit tedious, especially with this follower. It's just so dumb. Alright, I'm gonna try to one-shot kill most people with my plus 15, not plus, times 15 damage, but it gets ridiculous. There you go. Look at that. 15 times damage, barely scratched the guy. I'm gonna try to separate. Silver hands are just too OP. Mind you, yeah, there you go. Mind you, my character is pretty good. Alright. That's not a level up I can actually process. I'm just gonna attack! Attack the guy! Alright, let me just have my torch here. Okay, this guy is done for, but I cannot get hit by the archer because he's just gonna destroy me in one hit. Yeah, this dude, we need him. We need him dead first, I think. Strategically, at least, because I can't. Yeah, I can't get hit. This is so dumb. Ah, yes. All right. We might have a chance now. I'm kind of scared of the boss, or the boss room. You know, the last room that's kind of more difficult because I think there's a lot of people, and the more people there is, the harder it gets. I can probably beat the hardest opponent if I'm... Yep, that's definitely the wrong button. I'll reload. I should, before I redo this mistake, I should probably equip Unrelenting Force, because that's a good crowd control mechanic. I'm considering, like, modding pretty heavily Morrowind. I know there's a way to, like, install a mod list, and there's one that's apparently extremely complete, like complete revamped. And I kind of want to do that, and that would be a great opportunity to roleplay a character. And that's kind of what I wish to do, like an underpowered character, but still, you know, have a backstory and everything that I'd write or something. I used to do this, and the character I'm currently playing in Skyrim is basically the same character I've been playing since 2018. Like, the backstory is basically, like, engraved into my head. I'm just this... Well, it's kind of evolved, because if I were truly role-playing, I don't think I would be doing the companion. But whatever, let's just say, I'm a completionist, in her life. So, yeah, no, that's fine. The bummer, though, is that I don't remember what her name means, because I remember having gone through wikis and asking in forums the names of Khajiits and what they mean, and having done one myself. Sa'aki, if you don't know. I know there's a meaning, at least for the first compound. In a butt. But yeah, I don't remember what her name means. It's just been such a long-running character. Not in this save. This save is only, I've only been playing since Christmas. So it's not my longer, I mean, I already have 61 hours in it, but I'm a crazy person and you shouldn't listen to me, but that's fine. We can run with that. Let's see here. Alright, so the big arrow will tell me that this is a place I need to be careful. So I'm gonna make a full save right here. Uh-huh. Alright. Let's see. Nothing of interest, alright. Now that's where I need to be invisible, I think. Let's see. Yeah, right, okay. Now, magic. The Shadow Stone, let's equip that. Is there anything I could use that would be interesting? I don't think I have poison. I mean, I have, but it's not good. So, alright, we'll do with this dagger. And, I mean, let's try this out. So now I'm invisible. Probably remove my, I hate how... I mean, I'll steal it at this point. There we go. Oh no, I did an action, so I got... Okay, this is a fail. That's not the reality I want to live in. Alright. Can I tell him to, like... No, I cannot tell him to just not move. Alright, let's remove that. And, hope for the best.
Until next time.
I don't know who I should prioritize. Probably the dude in heavy armor, or this one. Let's try to... Okay, so that is as much help I can get. Alright. I'm detected. I'm still gonna try to bash him with my one-handed tool. Oh, I level up. Those are rare. Let's see. What can I level up? I should probably have kept it if I went low health, but I'm probably gonna get one shot, so it's not a big deal. Let's go with health. Now, let's see. Alchemy, I mean, alchemy would be, like, done by that point. Perk-wise, because, yeah, sure, potions you mix are 25% more effective. Potions you mix with beneficial effects have an additional 25% greater magnitude. I think I went poison, but I probably shouldn't have. I think that's a wasted perk, but at this point, whatever. Yeah, poisons I mix are better. Twice as many hits. 2 ingredients are gathered. Yeah. I mean, I'm probably gonna go with the poison route, though. I don't know. Experimenter. Eating an ingredient reveals the first... Alright. Snake blood. 50% resistance to all poisons. I don't see the benefit from that, but I do from the 100 perk, but I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. Maybe green thumb though, because I get more ingredients. That's a 70, yeah. So I'd be able to pick it. Alright, let's see. What else do we have? A sneak. I think it's... Yeah, our sneak is pretty much done. Shadow Warrior, it's kind of like... I don't want to... That perk is a waste. Light Armor. Custom Fit. Oh, that could actually be good, because we have Unhindered Awareness. That's a mod, by the way. Allows us to have the rest of the perks affect us even if we don't wear a helmet. Of course, our bow and I'm not like this is done leveling. One-handed. I don't know, cause yeah, dual wielding attacks. Yeah. What about? Do we have something? One-handed weapon custom. Yeah, attack with war. No. I'm not doing swords or anything. Critical power is not interesting for me. So that's a no-go. Two-handed for now. I mean, it's a dumb perk that I just level up to level up the rest. Smithing, I guess I should. I mean, our smithing is getting all right. I'd probably go with a glass armor at some point, but we have to go advanced, and these are basically just scaled and plate armor, which are heavy, which is not what I'm using. Enchanting. Oh, we could go enchanting. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna spend that bird just yet, because I just don't know where to put it. As for now, I should probably go for maybe not alchemy. What? If I pick the alchemy, it would be it, because everything else in alchemy is not interesting enough for me for a long while, and we're a very good alchemist. Twice as strong would mean that our healing potions are very would be much better. But enchanting, I should enchant more, but I don't find enough soul gems. I'm not I could optimize that a little better. Smithing could be improved as well with the transmute spell, but it feels a little bit too grindy for me, and that's not really what I'm going for in this playthrough. So this is definitely not where we'd want to go, though. Arcane smithing would be convenient, but I'm trying to see what this perk could give us most, you know, like I think it would be alchemy, though. One-handed could, but dual fury, dual wielding attacks, the 50% bonus damage. That could be interesting. Like if we dual wield a dagger, that could be definitely be devastating. But we're not there yet. I'm gonna wait for that, I think. I might give up archery, by the way, archery, at some point, because it's fun. But you know, I'd probably be a better stealth one-handed character, because my archery is as good as it's gonna get, and I don't have that much bonuses that I would get in one-handed. But I think I'll legendary it once we have finished the main quest, because then dragons I'll be able to just like ground. So once that's a thing, I won't be needing quite as much archery. But I don't know. I kind of want. I don't really like to legendary my shit, so I think for now that's gonna be it. I'm definitely gonna need the Dark Brotherhood trainers for light armor, because well, our light armor is very hard to level. I need to get hit by basically all the mud crabs, and even they like basically one-shot me. So it's kind of hard to level even for them. So yeah. I'm in a very bad position. Let me unrelenting force. I missed. Alright, that's fine. I'm fairly sure this is the end of the Uthendrad. What's even the name? Wuthrod. Yeah, the Wuthrod quest. We could leave him alone here, but I'm not gonna. I really hope I can get Karjo back, because that's my follower that I actually like. And he has a lot of stuff that I didn't sell. Or I think he had. I'm gonna take that. level up one-handed. Hey, that's actually good. That's this late is very, very good in our leveling of one-handed, I mean. Alright, only one left. Let me just loot while he's getting bashed. Yeah. Let's nudge the pixels our way. Vilkas is very low though, so I think I'm gonna give him some breathing room by paralyzing this man. There we go. Making sure he's not too much of an issue. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep my bow just for this very purpose. Oh, see, our light armor I think jumped from 30 to 32 in one hit. Yeah, I'm very fragile. I'm not a glass cannon. I'm not even a cannon. I'm definitely made out of glass. I'm not that dangerous. I just have the power of Kim. Thus, I can control space and time and reload bad timelines. Because yeah, no, it's this character wouldn't be possible. It's definitely not made to be well, possible. Like without not cheating, but you know, like exploits. This character isn't possible. All right. Let's take these. What's that? All right. I thought it might have been enchanted, but no. Can we? I mean, nah. I'll wait. We might be in a city. Is there more? Warrior. All right. Barkeeper's clothes. Don't need that. Alright. Doing cat stuff, you know. Alright. I believe that is it? Yep. Alright. Well, we've explored all of what the hell happened. Oh, I'll take your chitin. Oh lord, okay, he's just... Alright, he's a boomerang. Alright, let's leave this place. Now, we have to get back to Whiterun. I haven't been to Windhelm. I haven't been to most cities. I've been to Morthal, Solitude, Whiterun, and that's about it, really. Alright. Let's go. I don't exactly know where Whiterun is, but it's definitely this way, so we'll go that way. Now the big problem is that since I can only run, I don't have a horse. I don't wish to have one because I like to gather alchemy ingredients, making it kind of tedious. So I'll accept the tedium of walking everywhere. Seems a nice trade-off. Damn. My vowels quality are all over the place. today, which is every day. Oh yeah, I've been there yesterday. I used to run this this mod list in 4/3, and I kind of wish it was easier to edit 4/3 because I have to manually like put it in the middle of the screen every time I do so, which is annoying, but I can manage. But since Skyrim is the game I play most, it being in 4/3 actively bothered me whenever I edited clips, or you know, just it's bothersome. Ah, oh, for fuck's sake, there's a dragon. Alright, well, I'm gonna save here. What kind of dragon are you? A frost dragon? Alright, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Yeah, there's no way I survived that. Alright. Let's run back to, there's no way I can survive this. Like, seriously. How damage? Oh, yeah. Alright, this is gonna be bothersome. Let's get inside. Not that we have much choice. Where is he? Alright. And Vilcus is absolutely ruining everything. Vilcus, you suck. Yeah, I mean, we'll nimble, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the correct expression here to say that I'm gonna nibble at it. Yeah, nibble at it. The damages. I do. Where is he? I'm gonna enable that. Well, at least he's making it himself useful by being a nice distraction when I do all the damage. I think the best mod I've installed in this playthrough is remove combat music, because I assure you it got so bothersome so quickly. It's a necessity in this playthrough to keep your sanity. Because, I mean, when the dragon's there, it's still beautiful, right? I don't want to bum ba ba bum ba ba bum. I just hope it doesn't remove the Sovngarde music. You know, the fucking I hope it doesn't. What am I doing? I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. That was to be expected. I should keep closer, especially when it's still flying everywhere. Yep. Get the fuck out of there. Alright, I think I'm safe. Where is he? Yeah, I can damage the thing. Alright. This is advantageous. Come on. Yeah. You're a pain. I think this is gonna be the rest of stream, just me like, yeah, I slayed the dragon. I do that. That's my job. This is gonna take a while, but actually it's not. It's getting a little faster. Like, I assure you, in the beginning of this playthrough, it was horrendous. Like, when my only skill I was leveling up was archery, devastating when I saw a dragon. Actually devastating. I've never played Skyrim with such anguish and actual stress. Where is the big guy? Alright. Just hope he lands eventually. Please. Alright, that's good enough. Yeah. I kinda hate the companions quests, because I don't get much of anything that's valuable. It's not even that good of a story. I'm just doing it for, well, completionist reasons. And, well, it's in the game, so why not? Hello? I got him. I mean, of course I did. I was so close, but yeah, I'm dead. I hope this wasn't too far of a save, but whatever. I want to play Dark Souls. I had started a playthrough recently that kind of I got bored of because my initial rules that I had set up for myself, I just kind of transgressed. I want to make a character that is allowed only to use either his fists or the Zweihanda. Now the problem with that, well, not the problem, but the obvious like thing is that my character is gonna be pretty powerful fairly early on. Like the Zweihander is fairly easy, but without any armor, which makes like the Four Kings quite annoying in my personal experience with the game, and makes healing quite a because I don't know if it's Zweihander only, am I allowed to use Estus flasks or am I not? And if so, am I allowed to am I allowed to level up the, well, kindle the bonfire? Like, that's a genuine question. Like, is it gonna be horrendous and am I going to have fun? I mean, with the Zweihander, I damn hope so, because it's a fun weapon. Sorry about the excessive quick saving, but I wanna I wanna make sure I'm not dying for no reason and have to restart this entire thing. Alright, why I'm doing this on super hard difficulty too is kind of dumb. Well, not dumb, but every time I died, originally I would do some mathematics and try to keep grinding through school, but kind of abandoned that. Not school, but the way I advance it. Because I'm a school dropout, I still haven't completed my high school. I know most of the subjects too, like I fucking taught myself Latin, you know, like I'm not a anti-school, but I'm definitely is the story of this game linear? No. No. If you mean Skyrim only in its own bubble, ignoring all the lore, even it's very dumb. Like, if you play the Dragonborn, right? You're this Nordic hero of legends that's supposed to kill the Eater of Worlds, but there am I being a Khajiit that's doing everything but the main quest. Well, actually, that's not true. I'm doing the main quest fairly early in this playthrough, but I have another playthrough that I'm basically not a Dragonborn. You also get to be the boss of the Thieves Guild, the Assassins Guild, the Mages Guild, and that with no consequences at all, so no, it's not linear. And the story is kind of what you make of it. It's more of a sandbox than a linear story. If it were a linear story, it would be a long time ago that I would have dropped this game. And even if we go beyond Skyrim, you have a lot of timeline shenanigans and retcons. Retcons being like retroactive redacting, I think. So like, for example, Nords, the Nordic lore in Morrowind before Skyrim was different. It was like Nords were supposed to be completely or very close to completely immune to frost. Like in Morrowind, you can see Nords bare chest in like blizzards that would kill any like thing else. But in Skyrim, everyone is well dressed and oh no, is that a death loop? I think it is. Not if I do this. Other than that, like another big retcon that isn't necessarily bad, but is kind of a missed opportunity. Before Oblivion came out, in Morrowind's lore, Cyrodiil was supposed to be like this expensive jungle with a exotic creature, and it just ended up being Lord of the Rings. So, I mean, Skyrim suffers the Lord of the Ring treatment, I feel, too. It's not a copy pasted Lord of the Ring, of course, like it has its own lore and own oddities. But yeah, no, the aesthetic and overall design definitely is Lord of the Ring-esque, you know? It's yeah, or just plain Nordic, you know, with horned helmets and the like. But yeah, no, Skyrim's story is not linear. Its quests are, but they're not very competing for each other. Like, for example, in Morrowind, if you join the Mages Guild and try to join or is it the Fighters Guild? I never quite remember, but like some guilds have animosity between them. So like if you join one and do some quests, it makes it impossible to join another. In Skyrim, there's no such thing. You can be like the Archmage of Legends, but you've never actually touched magic in your life. Kind of like what I'm doing here. You know, I'm a thief. I'm a very good archer. I sneak a lot. I like to steal. I jump around. You know, I'm a Khajiit. Oh wow! And still, I'm doing the Warriors quest, where you're supposed to be this Nordic badass, and I mean, not supposed to. You can be whatever you want, but you can feel like that's the overall vibe. You can be a werewolf. I'm a werewolf right now just because of the nature of the quest, but like I'm not using it. I think you can be either a werewolf and a vampire at the same time, or doing like both. And Skyrim is a sandbox. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you can do basically what you wish to. There's mods that make it a little bit more of an RPG. My mod list doesn't really try to do that. It just tries to make vanilla Skyrim the way it, to be as comfortable as it can be for me. So most of the mods are just to make my character sexy, basically, and all the mods adjacent to that, so everything else. Well, in Morrowind, that would have been interesting to talk about, but in Skyrim, it's literally just a waypoint. Like, I genuinely have a GPS. So, like, for example, like, I want to make a quest, it tells you. Like, you have this journal with all the quests completed. If you, like right now I'm doing the Companions quest line, so it just tells you if you're finished or not. In Morrowind, you actually had to read and understand what people were telling you to do, because if you didn't, well, you could definitely think you finished a quest. Like, for example, in the beginning of Morrowind, you can meet this Fargeth character that lost a ring. You can give him his ring, and that would be the end of that. Or you go talk to a Nord in the local inn, and that Nord tells you that Fargoth owes him money. Or so he implies, but obviously it's some shakedown. But you can accept the quest, find his hiding spot, and take the money, and keep it. you can keep the money and consider the quest done, but the quest actually like is completed once you give the money back to that Nord, but you can definitely just keep the money for yourself. It's much more of a role-playing game. Skyrim, it's a role-playing sandbox, you know, like there are some role-playing elements, but they're just they cancel each other out. So like, yeah, sure, you can be whatever you want, but that makes you always the same character in each playthrough if you want to make if you just play the game normally without a strong plan and a good idea of what you're doing. Again, without mods. I consider this being like modded, but like very lightly. Like the only mods I have is to make the game harder, more comfortable to play. Like this UI usually isn't like that. This is much better. This is not vanilla. Some bug fixes, a lot of bug fixes, because Skyrim's a mess. So there's a lot of scripting that's being fixed, a lot of quests that are being rethinked. And where's the dragon? Oh, it's picking a new target. And yeah, but overall, the game holds your hand very, very well, basically for everything. I think you can go the Morrowind route and read like like if I read the quest I'm currently doing, like the quest stage. Why can't I? Okay. Vilkas and I avenge Coldlack's death by bringing ruin to the Silver Hand. Yeah, no, you can't. Like in Morrowind, it would tell you where to go, who sent you, where you can ask if the information is unknown. Skyrim just straight up has a waypoint, like an arrow that tells you where to go, which is fine. It's a different game design, that's for sure. And it exists in its own bubble compared to like Morrowind, where you can really roleplay, get lost, and stuff like that. I have a mod that disables almost all the UI, but still, like, you kind of need those waypoints. They're baked into how the game expects you to play. You can choose, like, right now I'm doing the quest, but I could definitely just disable it and go do another, and the waypoint would just change. You can have all of the quests enabled if you wish to. That's the way I like to play in my other playthrough, my legendary playthrough, that I kind of stopped playing because it's an unmodded version of the game, and I could just kind of lost interest. Even if this is vanilla, this is much more comfortable to play, even if it's the older version. Also, the older version isn't plagued with microtransactions and capitalism, so I prefer this one. It's just more comfortable again. And also my Khajiit's sexy, and I like that. My girlfriend's likes it too. So we kind of both enjoy that aspect of the game. But also what I'm kind of proud of is that in my playthrough, for once, I'm the only one being sexy, so that's kind of adds a bit of depth to my character. Everyone's being conservative, Nordics, and being worried about the worship of Talos. I'm just this semi-god sent to Earth, born of dragon blood, but also kind of sexy, so that's funny. And so yeah, the lore, you definitely have to do some mental gymnastics to make sense, that's for sure. And if you want to roleplay Skyrim, you definitely can. I did it in the past, and this character I currently have used to have a detailed backstory and factions that I wouldn't allow myself to join just because it wouldn't make sense for this character. But I've loosened that because, well, I just like dungeon crawling. So I just like completing quests no matter how dumb they are. I'm looking forward for the DLCs though. What I'm kind of building towards is not necessarily doing all of Skyrim, but definitely trying to get good enough to go into the DLCs, which are a bit harder than main game. So the grinding of this character is kind of just getting OP enough that I can catch up with the rest of the game, which I haven't completed yet. I'm more proficient. I used to be completely unable to play alone, and right now it's kind of hard to play alone still. I definitely benefit from having a companion, just because, well, he can get all of the damage that I cannot afford to, well, get hit, really. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I keep dying to this dragon. Definitely requires some patience that most people don't have playing these games. It's ridiculous, really. This playthrough is not what most people would call fun. I don't know where I'm getting the fun, honestly. Like, if you were to ask me, are you having fun? I don't know. Why do I keep playing? I guess because I'm having fun. The same adversary, I mean, depends. If I get the same adversary, I mean, bosses, for example, well, the Alduin, the Eater of Worlds, you affront him once or twice, but it's story related. He kind of just gives up and go get back his strength in Valhalla, basically, Sovngarde. But like for example, this dragon is generic. It spawned because the game rolled a dice that landed on, yeah, we'll spawn that dragon. So yeah, I'm gonna refight that dragon eventually. Bandits respawn. Caves you cleared after certain points, I think, respawn. There's random encounters. So it's, yeah, you refight the same enemies. Named enemies, though, that have a quest-related reason to be, no, you usually don't refight them. They usually stay dead. But I'm trying to think, because there is dragon priests. Those are sort of like, they have a very cool lore reason to be here, and that's kind of like what Skyrim added to the Nordic lore that wasn't in previous games. That is cool. I'm not gonna go too deep into that because I'm not a lore master, but I know like these dragon priests were originally controlled by dragons and kept this like almost dictatorship role. But they got overthrown and dragons disappeared, and you became dragonborn because, well, the dragon reappeared for, I don't even remember why. Honestly, the story is just, I mean, it's a story, but the lore behind it is much more interesting, and the background story that your character has is more interesting. But even more interesting than that, Skyrim's just fun to play. Like, the dungeon crawling, looting stuff, and getting stronger is where the main draw of the game is. So I don't really pay attention to the story, because I've already did, like, years ago, and I've already, like, I pay much more attention to the story in Morrowind, and that's kind of where the lore in my head lies. Oblivion and Skyrim's retcon, I kind of pick and choose my headcanon to what I find most interesting. And sometimes I just don't care. Like, I've played Conan once and just implemented oh shit, the Conan's sword that I forgot the name of. Which is not lore accurate, but fuck it. Same for sexy armors, like that's not lore accurate. Or no, it is, because in Arena and Daggerfall, there is like straight up nudity in vanilla. So no, this game is not, this game franchise is not shy of these kind of subjects. Just like, there's books in this game that describes how a cat's penis is hard to insert. I'll leave it at that. But like, I think Skyrim and even Morrowind kind of toned down those books, but in Daggerfall they're definitely there. Speaking of Daggerfall, I think Skyrim and Daggerfall have this draw, although not in the same aspect. Actually, let me say that I'm wrong in what I'm saying there. Definitely not. Daggerfall and Skyrim has different draws. There's some fun foundational things that are there. Like in Daggerfall, dungeon crawling is much more prominent. Like I'm here just avoiding this dragon for like what seems to be like 20 minutes and more. I've been fighting the same dragon and he's not close to be dead. But yeah. So for me, honestly, it's the character build, the main draw. Like once my character will be considered finished, I might revisit the game, but I don't know how long it'll last. I don't know if I'll do everything. If I want to do a 100% playthrough, I'd probably play with legendary. No, what's the mod? There's a mod that like tracks your progress and makes you replaces the gameplay loop. Because right now the gameplay loop is go to place on foot, get as much ingredients as possible. That's self-imposed. That's not like normal game loop of vanilla Skyrim. So yeah, you go on foot, you take as much flowers and ingredients you can. Then once you're at the location, you try to get all the enemies dead, you get everything you need. Once that's done, well, you go back on foot to the city of your choice, a Whiterun in my case, because that's where my home is. You sell, well no, selling is last. First off, you smith as much bullshit you can to increase your smithing skill. Then you go to the enchanting station, de-enchant everything you can de-enchant. Once that's done, you can try with whatever soul gems you have to enchant whatever you've smithed before, which will make you a bit better at enchanting. Very negligible though. The thing that I prefer most though is alchemy right now. It's not my first playthrough where I've been kind of this alchemist, but it's definitely the first one I've been that OP of one. And I cannot say that now every game I play, I have the urge to pick up flowers, even in real life. Last summer I took a walk in the park after playing a lot of Skyrim. Not this playthrough, another one. I might stream the other playthrough, but I've lost interest in it. I might revisit it at some point, but because of the creation club stuff that is inside of the game, like fishing is fun though. I like fishing. I won't lie, but all of the creation clubs stuff and the literal advertising in the main menu just it bothers me enough for me to lose interest. And I kind of want to play older games. Even Skyrim is like quite recent, and for me, like Fallout 4 is kind of as recent as I go, and whatever's most recent I'll play once. More recent than Fallout 4 I'll play once and kind of lose interest. Because most recent games, whenever you mod them, it's just, I don't know, it's not as entertaining as Skyrim modding. The most fun modding I have being Daggerfall. I have this ultra modded Daggerfall that I remember crafting to like, even like, to the point where I was, okay, my torch is not bright enough or is too bright. Like I really dialed in the experience I wanted of this complete, you are a professional adventurer in this world and you need to survive. Like that's it. You're not necessarily the hero. You can definitely be if you want, but it's gonna cost you a lot of time and passionate leveling. But you have to go on foot in this very huge world. Like, Skyrim is big, but not really. Like, you can walk it in 45 minutes tops. In my experience, most of where I need to go in Skyrim takes me not that long, and I'm a butterfly. I go everywhere. That looks interesting. So even not trying to go as fast as I can, it's fast enough. You know, you can do it. In Daggerfall, however, when developed, was generally generated through algorithms. Not when you play. When you launch Daggerfall, it's been generated much more than 20 years ago, almost 30 years ago, inside of Bethesda Softworks. So it's not random once you play it. You can definitely remember some dungeons and stuff, even if they've been done randomly. But I digress. The world is so huge. I think it's as huge, like literally the same size of Great Britain. So try walking in like the whole height of Britain, and that's how long. That's how big Daggerfall is. But Daggerfall also has like political stuff. So maybe you were liked inside one culture, but the other will hate you. So you have to navigate that world. You have banking. You can go bankrupt. Basically, you need those letter of credits. You can become a lot of things, but not at the same time, as Skyrim allows you to do. So what you choose to be have a lot of meaning. You can be a Dark Brotherhood member, but that means you're an active outlaw, so guards might attack on sight. You can be allied with some, again, house, political power that has rivalry with another, and if you're not aware of that, and if you don't keep that in mind, well, you might go straight into a trap without knowing. Also, you can the dungeons, which is the main draw of the game, dungeon crawling, is they're so huge. You can, like, there are play sessions where I start in the same dungeons and I stop in the same dungeons. Now in vanilla Daggerfall, this is the main thing that you have to worry about, getting lost. But in my version, you have to eat, you have to not get cold, you have diseases. So if you get diseased, cold, and run out of food inside a dungeon you have no idea how to get out of, that can mean actually losing a character. Like, this character is dead for real. He got lost and will never reappear again. His story might not be remembered, and that's it. Unless, of course, you save a lot, which is recommended. And which, you know, permadeath is a thing. You can definitely play the game allowing the character to die only once. I've attempted this in Skyrim, but I found it... Skyrim's not designed for this. It's not interesting enough. You have to mod it in a way that makes Skyrim a survival experience and where choices are meaningful. But Skyrim's choices are already made for you, so it's just a character, how you want to play it. That's your choice. How you want to exploit the game, which is very easy to do. And that's kind of why, because I wanted the game to be harder, and I didn't want to mod the game into oblivion. Like, I didn't want to make Dark Souls Skyrim edition, you know. That's not my draw. If I want to play Dark Souls, I'll play Dark Souls. But Skyrim's gameplay is satisfying enough for me. I know for a lot of people it's extremely outdated, and I can definitely see why they find that. Of course, it's outdated. I think it probably was when it was released, but I am getting, like, I do barely any damage because he just won't land. He just won't land. But yeah, no, Skyrim is mostly just fun to roam in. Like, the world itself is beautiful and just fun to go about. Like, here, even if I'm not fighting, it's just beautiful. And it's a walk in a park. I think I've said this last stream, but yeah, it's just a nice walking simulator. And you have dragons in between. But no, seriously, the main quest is fun for the first few times, but you really need to... like, Skyrim for me is just this game... Well, not even... Like, it's just this character builder, and it has a nice world, a nice... back... Oh, where the fuck did that come from? Oh, I mean, yeah, sure. Like, whenever I restart a character, I definitely redo the same quests and the same enemies. I'm just autistic, and that's my comfort zone. I don't know if that's true for everyone. I know this game is replayed by a lot of people, but, by very weird people, that's for sure. If you go on the Nexus, where you get mods, it's one of the like, that's the darkest of humanity, you know, it's degeneracy. I mean, Skyrim's definitely can end. I've been close to 100%ing the game a couple times. It's a very limited game. It's just the illusion of endless stuff to do definitely can hit hard if you're not ready for it. But honestly, having played Morrowind, which is a smaller game, feels much more expensive than Skyrim is, and with modding, definitely is more expensive than Skyrim. Like, there's this mod that's been 22 years in the making, maybe more. Like an actual, just a module that people are doing for a lifetime now, and the game definitely benefits for it. I don't know how to call it other than art, community art. It's an actual cultural movement at this point. A very underground one, but a movement nonetheless. Because Morrowind, the province of Morrowind, is divided in, well, more than two, but the game ships with the island of Vardenfell, and that's just the main island where the volcano is. But they've also modded in all of the rest with community-made quests, if not on par, if not a little bit less good than the rest of the game. I mean, I don't know, I haven't really played it, but I know people are... Like, I'm waiting for an update to happen, because it's not finished yet, but it's definitely playable. But I'm waiting for an update to start a new playthrough of Morrowind. I mean, I've started one, but I'm probably gonna put it aside. But the main draw of an infinite world is just comfortable, honestly. Like, I can get the anguish of never finishing the game, and that's kind of where my girlfriend stands. She plays a lot of different games with a lot of intricate mechanics, but those games last her like a weekend. And that's where my anguish starts from. Like, you're telling me I'm gonna like a game and not being able to re-experience it in a different way? That bothers me. And there's only a very, very few games that I'll allow to do this to me. Mainly the Valve games, which are masterfully done. These games I will never mod. They are perfect out of the box. Half-Life and Portal I will replay on occasion, because I mean, it's the same story, the same character. It's not a role-playing game. It's a linear story with puzzles that always have the same solution to them. So if you play them constantly, it becomes this meaningless journey that you've experienced before. So I kind of allow myself to forget the game. and try not to think about them too much, other than they are good experience that I need to re-experience at some point. But the last time I've played through those, I think it's been 2 years now. So I'm about due to redo them, and I thought about it today, but yeah. I'll probably wait a little bit before I do so. Other games that are like, I mean, Daggerfall is the most, like, it's this infinite world that you can be in for infinity, because the quests are so shallow that it's not the main draw. The main draw is just being stronger in an infinite world. It's kind of, I mean, not like Minecraft, but that's kind of what I like about Minecraft. I have one world that will last me forever if I wish to. There's nothing stopping me from continuing playing the same world. Definitely not updates anymore. My Minecraft is self-reliant on itself. It needs no Mojang, it needs nothing. I've kind of hacked my legal version of Minecraft to be completely off the charts and completely self-reliant. Even if there's an apocalypse, I can find whatever computer runs Windows and it'll work. So even modded and everything, because my Minecraft is old enough that I needed it to I needed some mods just to make it a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, I'm not a normal person, so what draws me into these games is pure and complete immersion. And there's a lot of ways to interpret immersion. In Skyrim, it's the beauty of the world, you know, the realism of the mountain. I mean, realism. Yeah, you have to disbelieve a little bit. You have to suspend your disbelief. Like, of course, this isn't particularly, like, the world is smaller than Montreal, I think. So yeah, no, no way there's multiple biomes in that little space, but you know, you have to suspend your disbelief. And Skyrim does that very masterfully with music and everything. Daggerfall is just, you're immersed in micromanaging, at least in my modded version, that I kind of forget how I done, because it's been 2 years that I modded it. It's kind of the same thing as my Minecraft. It's self-reliant. I don't need internet. I don't need anything to connect. Not even connect, but like to launch the game. And all the mods are pre-installed in my version. So I don't need it. It's basically what I'm saying is that it's a portable instance. You don't need to install it, and you don't need to do anything. It's it is its own drive. And Skyrim is close to be like that, but I still need Steam, and it's a little harder to do that with Skyrim. It is a portable instance, but I need to connect for it to work in my Steam account. I might try to hack it at some point to make it impossible for me to get DRM'd, because I don't actually own this copy. I own the right to play it, so it's kind of sucky. But I do have Skyrim on GOG, which is a game version that I actually own the media of, so I can go and like copy it. And I mean, it's illegal because it's not like I cannot like distribute it, but I have the copy, you know. I can actually copy paste the copy without having to connect to anything else. Then not even internet, you know. I don't even need to be connected to be on the internet to install it. But this version of Skyrim, I do need and require my Steam account for it to launch, which is fine. I can live with. Oh shit. Because again, I'll probably at some point get tired of this game, I hope. And if I do, okay, the way I work is kind of reversed to everybody else. People tend to like play games and gradually like try newer games. I stopped having hope in newer games like when I was a kid. Like, newer games never drew me in. I occasionally am interested in newer games, but they're usually remasters or spiritual successors, or just games that for a lot of people are older. I mean, one of the newer game I'm playing is Nier Automata. I think it came out in 2017. It's an almost 10-year-old game, but in my head it's very new. And it is new to me. I mean, not really. The first time I've played this now is 6 years ago, but I've kinda allowed myself to forget it. It's an RPG. It's not necessarily linear, but it has a story that it's easier to 100%. That's for sure than Skyrim. The world is much smaller too, and more easily traversable. But the music is magical to me. The story is actually on par with what Camus could have written if he was a game developer. So, you know. Which is not to be said of Skyrim. Skyrim is a very not philosophical game at all. It does not ponder on the reality of the human soul. That's for sure. It's a fantasy open world, very, very shallow one at that. But what it does well. And also, if I were to talk about that, Dark Souls, which is a linear RPG, why would you go back and fight the same stuff and shit? Pure autism is my answer. I just like to experiment with different builds and make the game harder and harder for myself, deciding like, okay, I cannot use this item to help me, or I'm playing a weapon that actively kills me when I use it, but it's OP because of that, and I need all the help I can get to make it possible. Like, those things I like. Also, speedrunning is a thing, but I used to speedrun a little bit, but I kind of lost interest in that. This dragon is absolutely impossible to kill, and I'm getting cold in real life. Wait. Also thirsty, and I need to eat before I go to work, but I'm gonna try to maybe end the stream in like 15 minutes. So I'll see if I can finish this fight, but I'm rambling. It's not a flat terrain, so I can't expect much, but yeah, a world without end. Skyrim isn't that. It definitely feels like it, but it doesn't anymore for me. Skyrim is just this. It just feels like home, basically, and I'm challenging myself with a ridiculously difficult playthrough for no other reason than to stretch out the game to actually make it feel infinite. But as soon as I get good with enchanting, alchemy, and smithing, the game will become easy again, and I might lose interest then, but I'll see. I mean, I had 61 hours of fun, if you can call it that, because I'll admit these fights are kind of tedious, but they feel more realistic in the sense that they're like life-threatening. I have no room for error, which makes it a little bit more meaningful than if I just played on like novice difficulty, which is absolutely funny to me. I used to play on novice when I was a kid, but I quickly grew out of that. But yeah, the character creation is what draws me most. Like, the world is just this canvas for you to express the character, and like, being sexy has more to do than just being sexy. It's a genuine character that I had drawn and everything. Cause yeah, I draw when I mean, once in a blue moon these days, but I draw. So it's a character I drew, and it inspired from mods, but not the mods I currently have. I don't even remember how I modded this game. I know like animation are different and stuff, but they only apply to me, so like this is for all intents and purposes, I don't know the right way to say that. This is vanilla, and why I like vanilla, and when I mean vanilla is not anniversary edition. So like the game from 2011 with all of its DLCs and updates, not the remastered from 2016, which is what I've played most. Just because I was on Xbox and that's what was available, but yeah, playing without any directions is definitely not what Skyrim is. You play with very, very much directions. Maybe a little bit too much directions. You'd never get lost in Skyrim. And if you do, there's a spell that literally traces a path in front of you that you have to follow to find your way out. So you never really feel lost in Skyrim. It's just this comfortable experience that I've made tedious for no particular reason. Honestly, I dream about Skyrim when I work or sometimes sleep. I'll just have the music background and create stories in my head, and that's kind of the main draw of Skyrim. It's this white page. You can superimpose whatever lore you wish to. And that's kind of the beauty of Skyrim. Even if it's inside a huger world with its own lore, it just, I don't know. It's, for me, that's what Skyrim is. A lot of people would disagree, and a lot of people would have no opinion whatsoever, just think Skyrim is... Like, I had a lot of people that didn't consider themselves Elder Scrolls fans, didn't consider themselves gamer, yet one of their favorite games was Skyrim, and when I tell them, oh yeah, I play the other games, they're like, what other games? There's a Skyrim 2 or something? No, you idiot. But, oh, I think we've nibbled the health enough for him to actually land. This is the end of the dragon. But yeah, Skyrim I've discovered through, well, the French YouTuber Bublenon, which has stopped playing Skyrim. I mean, he's playing Oblivion right now, but I've lost interest in that a while ago. I still revisit his own old playthroughs, and that's kind of why I like the person. It's very nostalgic, but I wouldn't even consider it nostalgic because it's always been current in my head. Like Skyrim, I've never not played. It feels like I never really took breaks of Skyrim. I always revisit or have a very small playthrough that I allow myself to cheat and just want to wander around. This one is definitely not that. This is a challenge run at its purest. But it's more a testament of patience than mechanic, because I just use the vanilla mechanics. I'm not being particularly smart, it's just the same strategy everybody uses. Stealth archery with alchemy, enchanting and smithing. That's what everybody does, but once you do that, you become OP enough that the game just becomes meaningless. And what I hope is that when I do that, I'll be able to dial in exactly the difficulty I want. Possibly make it harder, but more balanced than it currently is. It's just I want the satisfaction and the gratification of having done that on not only the most difficult difficulty, but beyond the most difficult difficulty. And we killed the dragon after like, what, an hour nearly? So this is what I mean. It's patience. Yeah, I don't know where that patience comes from. I'm not the most patient. I mean, yeah, no, I'm patient, I guess. But not in a conventional way, that's for sure. But yeah, if I would say why I like Skyrim, it's because I can full screen it without any HUD elements, have a sexy QG, and that for me right there is what Skyrim is about. Just very comfortable art that I can control and satisfyingly, I don't know, move my mouse around. It's very autistic. I don't know how to describe it any way else. Like, look at this. It's beautiful. I hate this guy though, but he'll leave my party soon enough. By the way, this is not something that Skyrim Special Edition has. I think the blur like this when it's snowy. And that's what I missed most playing on Xbox, was the blur. The distant blur. And no, okay. I thought it was buggy for a second there, but it's not. But yeah, Skyrim is a game that I don't think I'll ever find... Well, it is an experience I don't think I'll ever find in any other games. I might. I mean, other Elder Scrolls come close. Even, like, I get weird looks when I say that, but I feel like Skyrim, if you have to compare every other Elder Scrolls with Skyrim, a lot of people will say, oh, well, mechanically and shit, it looks more like Oblivion, and it makes sense. It's the second to last Elder Scrolls, Skyrim being the last. So, yeah, sure, they're most similar. But why can't I gather anything here? What the fuck? Game? What if I reload? But, personally, the game that I feel like is most similar to Skyrim, is Arena. Because, yeah, one of the Elder Scrolls I've played most is Arena, which is kind of funny when I tell that to people, because they're like, that is the oldest Elder Scrolls, with the least amount of fun extractable. But since it becomes a patience game, where you just have your character, and the story's fun, but not... Ah, come on, what's happening here? What if I'm... to go... Mine Quicksilver or here. Alright, we'll mine it from here. Alright. I had to cheat to find the button press, but that's fine, that's allowed. And my... Oh my god, Vilcus. What the fuck are you doing? Nice T-pose! Nice T-posing. Oh, yeah, that's right, I'm cheating. What the fuck? Alright. Also, the jank of the game is funny when it's not game breaking. Right now it's not, so I'll allow its jank. Alright. Wait, Wyvern? Alright. But yeah, because in Arena, it's a pure dungeon scroller. Not dungeon scroller. Dungeon crawler. You literally just have dungeons. The game is fairly big, being all of Tamriel, so you can go to Skyrim, but it doesn't really look like, you know, it's just reskinned everything else. But you can go to Skyrim, you can go to Morrowind, you can go to Somerset Isles. Like, you can really explore all of Tamriel, but at the same time, it has no value doing so because it's all looking the same. My favorite parts though are still Skyrim, even in Arena, because you get the snow theme, and the snow theme in Arena, I think it's in Daggerfall as well, but I just love whenever there's snow in video games, it just feels like home. I mean, I live in Quebec and it's snowy 80% of the time where I live, but I don't know, it's comfortable. The cold isn't. But for some reason, the fact that everything's kind of dead, you know, there's not going to be a lot of bugs, funny enough. Like, I'm not a bug person. Not video game bugs, but like actual living bugs. Like, can we consider them animal? I don't know what umbrella term animal is, how much of one is. But yeah, I don't like crawling little things. And I'm blessed with an apartment that, although is very dumb and has a lot of problems, I've never seen a bug here. One spider at some point. But spiders are my favorite because they actively make the bug problem go away. So, but I digress. I don't know. I just like snow. It's just comfortable for me. Even CS:GO, like my favorite maps were snowy areas. I guess it just feels like home. But I do love Morrowind's incredibly alien world. And it doesn't necessarily feel like home, but I don't know, it has this nostalgic element to it. Even if I wasn't born, you know, the game released in 2002. I was personally released in 2004. So, yeah. To go back, talking about how I discover games, I like to look back and not forward, because looking forward is unsettling for me for multitudes of reasons. One being my computer at some point is not good enough for most of the games to play comfortably. There's exceptions I will do, like well, right now it runs much better because I've upgraded. Kingdom Come Deliverance runs perfectly well now. Cyberpunk runs well. But games like Oblivion Remastered, I see very little value in playing it. Because sure, it looks beautiful, but it also looks inconsistent. And when you go back to Oblivion, like the original one, it looks consistent and looks better artistically speaking than its remastered counterpart. And I mean, they've shadow dropped the game. They probably weren't that proud of it either. It's not even Bethesda that made it, you know, like it has very little value in my eyes. Even if I bought it. Which I kind of regret, honestly, but whatever. Probably gonna you see, like, this character is always, like, it's always the same one, and he's always on the on pilgrimage for the Shrine of Azura, which is funny. It's only this guy. Again, some mods probably can fix that and add more random encounters, but Skyrim Vanilla is immersive enough for me. A lot of people would say they like to explore. I can't say that's not the case for me. But honestly, I think that once I've explored something enough for me to like it, I will inevitably come back to it. Not to explore, but to relive and to feel comfortable, you know? There's one of... there's some exceptions to this. I've played Far Cry 5 2 times, I think. Once I've completed on the easiest difficulty because I was a dumb kid that didn't understand much. But now, well, not now, but a little later, I replayed it on normal difficulty and completed most of the game. But I'm kind of debating replaying it on hard. I know Far Cry 5 is not a good game. Like, on a lot of level, it's shallow. It doesn't have purpose. It's, you know, it's a modern game. But the gameplay is fun. The guns are satisfying, for me at least. The missions are fun just because it's a testament of it's a toy, basically. You know, you can be whoever. I mean, not really. You're this police agent that is trying to throw out a cult, but it's very shallow storytelling. But cinematics are fun. Characters are fun. The sequel is I mean, I've played it on release because I was interested in it and I had nothing better to do. I remember liking it, especially when I heard Tabarnak in the in the background. I was that piqued my ears. I was like, wait, did I hear that? And yes, I did. And that was funny to me. And that, I think that alone kept me playing because honestly, it doesn't have the same draw 5 has for me. So it was a one and done game for me, unfortunately. Like a lot of Ubisoft games. Far Cry 3 I've played once and enjoyed it, but they're all the same, you know. And Far Cry 2 isn't enjoyable for me. Call me casual, I just don't like it. It's a game that suffers from its old age, in my opinion. I mean, you can mod it, I think. I didn't bother going into it. You see, I like futuristic worlds or modern worlds, but I'm not feeling comfortable in them. I much prefer, unrealistic as they are, medieval-looking games of any cultures, may it be European or Japanese, like Sekiro is. I need to buy Sekiro for my computer. I really do, because I have it on PS4, but I've long lost that console. I don't have any consoles anymore. I mean, I have my girlfriend gave me her old Switch, which I'm happy about because I sold my old one. But I don't really play it. I only use it for YouTube. It's just a very good consumption device, and I can play Skyrim for what that's worth. Mostly what I'm interested in is mostly Dark Souls because it's comfortable enough for me to play on. Maybe the Zelda games, but I don't know. I'm not a big Zelda fan. I'll just play Skyrim, you know. Same draw, but more childish. And even simpler, you know. It's fun, but it's not... I'm not the target audience, that's for sure. But a game I'm definitely interested in playing is Daggerfall. I need to get a good character going. It's just, I need to role-playing it, and I need to think about it carefully. Also, I need to test my mod list, because it's incredibly... it's over-modded. I mean, not over-modded, but I've made the game more difficult in multiple ways, and I think some conflicts with each other. I made a careful mod list when I did it at Christmas break of 2024, I think. That's when I made the game like it is for me. I don't think they've made an upgrade. I don't think they've updated Daggerfall Unity since, though. And that's purity of alright, that's why he's... Alright. I need to attend Codlack's funeral. I was gonna say that's gonna be it for today, and it should... you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, or maybe not even, but... Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I don't think I've finished my rambling, but that's just rambling, so we'll call it a day. Oh, and I think I can cheat through these, but I've never touched them, so yeah. I don't know if I can make that disappear with the mod, and also it makes my game lag for some reason. Like Whiterun. Like, I have a good enough computer for this Whiterun, not the lag, but for some reason Whiterun always lags. But whatever. That's gonna be it for today. Yeah. It wouldn't be possible for you. I mean, it's not for a lot of people, like I said, but the reverse is as anguishing. I don't know if that's a correct word, but yeah, no. Worlds that are small and easily finishable, just, I don't know. I don't like it. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. See you maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I have a lot of things prepared for tomorrow. So maybe I'm not gonna stream, but we'll see.